2011. Children in Daraa write words on a wall. They are arrested. Parents demand their release. Peaceful protests begin. They are met with violence. Arrests, fear, then bullets. Families became targets simply for wanting a voice. They did not know that asking would cost them everything. 2012. Bloodshed escalates. Massacres devastate communities. Hezbollah joins Assad's side. Cities were bombed from the sky. Neighborhoods erased in seconds. This was not collateral damage. It was systematic. 2013. Ghouta chemical attacks shock the world. Entire families suffocated in their homes. Children gasping for air. No warning, no shelter. 2014. ISIS rises. Assad is dropping explosive barrels from the air. Tens of thousands disappeared. No trial, no phone call, no grave. Mothers still set the dinner table, hoping someone will knock on the door.
2015. Russia joins Assad, and airstrikes intensify the war. The sky changes. Bombs fall faster. Millions of people flee. Across borders, across seas. 2016. Aleppo falls to the Assad regime and Russia. Buses carry families into uncertainty. A city that stood for thousands of years, shattered. 2017. Siege becomes strategy. Food is blocked. Medicine is denied. Hunger becomes a weapon. Khan Sheikhoun chemical attack unleashes another wave of suffering. – 2018. Eastern Ghouta falls. Daraa, the revolution's birthplace, falls, displacing hundreds of thousands again. The relentless toll on civilians continues. 2019. Caesar Act sanctions tighten pressure on Syria. While violence against civilians persists, camps are no longer temporary. They become permanent. Children were born in tents and grew up there. For millions, home became a memory their parents described. 2020. Border crossings for vital aid are reduced. COVID-19 adds another layer of suffering. Syrians were already surviving war. Now they must survive a pandemic. 2021. The Syrian revolution marks a decade. Families still search for the disappeared. Displacement continues. Poverty deepens. 10 years is not a moment. It is a generation. 2022. A new threat spreads. Cholera, a disease carried by contaminated water, in camps never meant to last this long. At the same time, hunger tightens its grip. More than half the population faces food insecurity. 2023. Earthquake devastates the region, compounding the crisis. Families who survived bombs are buried beneath concrete. And for millions, the question returns. Not when will this end, but how much more can we survive? As the world watches another disaster, civilians remain trapped in cycles of violence and instability. 2024.
The Assad era ends. After over 13 years, Syrians celebrate the fall of a regime that shaped their lives with prisons, bombs, and exile.
2025. Morning comes, and the destroyed buildings are still there. The camps are still full. Millions are still displaced. Schools destroyed. Almost 9 out of 10 Syrians live below the poverty line. The war may have ended, but the need has not.
Syrian Forum was founded on one belief: rebuilding Syrian lives. And when liberation came in 2024, it brought one truth: Syria needs us now more than ever. So, we made the choice. We moved our operations, our teams, our heartbeat to Syria, to reach every city, every village, every family. Since 2013, we have been on the ground for the Syrian people. We invested in education because children who survived war deserve more than survival. They deserve a future. We empowered youth with digital skills and fueled the dreams of vulnerable families with small business grants to help them rebuild their independence. Tents were folded, homes rebuilt, and families could finally return to the neighborhoods they love. In towns where water had stopped flowing, life began to flow again. Clean water reached homes, camps, and schools. We walked with families who carried the weight of war and offered the psychosocial care they needed to heal and rise again. While restoring lives on the ground, we made sure Syria's story was heard in every room where decisions matter through advocacy and public policy work. This is the Syria we've long been rebuilding, now moving into a new chapter. Not war, rebuilding. Not despair, responsibility. A Syria shaped by resilience, compassion, and the people who never gave up. You can be part of Syria's next chapter. You can help rebuild homes. You can restore classrooms. You can support families still living below the poverty line and turn survival into stability and stability into hope.